There are currently 854 Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and I'm missing about 31 of them. I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii for the next week for the 2024 Pokemon Go World Championships, and by the end of this week, I want that number to be 0. Some of them are going to be incredibly easy. I have enough candy, I just need to click the evolve button. Some of them are going to be a little bit more challenging, whether it's because they have some sort of adventure effect to evolve, or because they're going to require something a little bit extra. Am I going to be able to finish this by the end of the week? Who is going to be the Pokemon Go World Champion? Is this just a blatant ripoff of Trainer Tips video from last month? Yeah. Now, as I said, some of them are literally going to be as easy as clicking the evolve button because I've just either never gotten around to it, or like this one, usually I don't evolve the starters until the community day actually starts up because I know that it's going to get a better move later down the line, or if I need it for PvP or something, and in this case, I haven't needed it for PvP. But the ones that I'm sort of a little more worried about aren't these ones that are easy evolves. What I'm more worried about is these Pokemon like Pormo that I'm literally going to have to walk 25 kilometers before I can actually evolve it. Now, clearly I've actually done a pretty good job. I waited until we were sort of leaving for Hawaii to actually set anything as my buddy. But yesterday we did a lot of walking. We had about 30 hours to kill between leaving Australia and then actually getting to Hawaii and then waiting for us to be able to check in. So evidently we got quite a few kilometers done. So this one isn't going to take as long as I thought it was going to. But then after this, I also have to evolve a Hisuian Sneasel into a Sneasler, which is another 7 kilometers. But to be honest, these aren't the big challenge. One step further than the Pokemon that I do have enough candy for is the Pokemon that I do not have enough candy for. So Larvesta is the big example that I'm so short. Like, I still need almost 300 candy to be able to evolve this into Larvesta. And like, I have some rare candy, like I've got about 200. But this isn't the only Pokemon that I'm gonna need rare candy for. There's also something like Arctibax that I need a bunch of rare candy for. There's a Pokemon that I'm gonna get a little bit later that I'm gonna need some rare candy for as well. So I think we're gonna have to maybe do some like, I don't know, raids to grind. Although actually that might not be as much of a problem as I thought, because I'm also gonna have to evolve this Hisuian Quillfish into Overquill, and that's gonna need to do 10 raids. So I'm sort of forced to raid anyway. So maybe I do some raids, maybe I do some Go Battle League to try and get that rare candy reward as well, because I'm gonna need a whole lot more. But to be honest, like even Overquill, like 10 raids, like, you know, it's a lot of effort to be spending during the World Championships, but I think there's something that's gonna be even tougher to get done. And that Pokemon is going to be Gimmighoul. Now, I need 999 coins to evolve this into Goldengo, and I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I'm not seeing a lot of golden Pokestops around, which means that I'm gonna need to grind up a little over 400 coins. Now, in the airport, back at Sydney Airport, Debbie Pebble did put a golden lure down that she'd been grinding up just for me. So, you know, at least got some level of coinage. I think I maybe got about 50 coins, which means that I'm gonna need to really hope that some people are putting out golden lures. I'm also gonna need to be relying on Debbie Pebble's Nintendo Switch so I can get coin bags into my account so that I can then eventually, I think it takes like 5 days of getting the coin bags from Pokemon Scarlet Violet to then be able to get the golden lure. So, you know, we'll be doing a bit of a grind trying to do our walking every day to get those coin bags as well, because I'm not entirely sure if this is possible, and to be honest, this could be the linchpin that defeats this entire challenge. But I think that's, you know, there's the regular evolves, there's the need candy to evolves, there's the adventure effect, which includes some other ones that we'll get to a little bit later, and then of course Gimmighoul. But there's one other variety of Pokemon that is going to be another bit of a challenge to actually get, and that's because they're impossible to get in Pokemon Go right now. Now, one of these two is a Namarus, which was literally only in, I think it was Elite raids on Valentine's Day this year. Hasn't been available since. I didn't end up doing any of those raids, so I'm gonna need to find someone to trade me one of those. And the other one, also sort of a very exclusive Pokemon in that it was only showing up at a Safari Zone. I think also at some upcoming Safari Zones, and that is Skiddo. I can't actually remember what it's actually called. I should probably find out. But it means that I'm gonna have to find someone that I can maybe pick one off of, and I think I know exactly the person. Hi, I found a human.
G'day, champions.
Also, I'm so unused to holding this thing. This is so wild.
It's all right.
How do you do this?
I don't anymore. I quit, actually.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You've grown up.
You're like, just gotta work on your biceps, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Endurance training.
I start going to the gym just to be able to, you know, hold the phone up constantly. I mean, I also need to like get it really far away because like we're just heads.
We're just
like.
Hi. Do you want to do a trade?
I would love to do a trade. Do you have a Skiddo?
I sure Skiddo have one.
Skiddo do that, man. Hi, I'm Mini Steve here. Just a warning, this guy's an absolute moron. I mean, for one, he forgot to record the trade screen, which wouldn't have even if he did that, Where was he going to put it on the screen? You filled the entire frame with both heads, guy. And also, I mean, you seem so confused about how to actually frame this shot. Like, how do I hold this thing so far? How about you think about the fact that, like, you know, all of those other shots, all of those intro shots, you just put it on the tripod and you set it far away. You could do that right now. And let me tell you one thing. You're going to forget about this fact later. You are just going to forget that that's a possibility and it's going to keep on happening. So anyway, you know, the trade happens. Thanks again, Zoe, for giving the Skiddo. But don't expect any phone footage and don't expect this guy to get any smarter. We've been together a ton of times since you got this guy. And you've always been like, oh, you know, does anyone need one?
Yeah.
And I've always been like, you know, I'll let you give them to other people. Like, you can use your special trades elsewhere. I can pick it up anytime.
And then it's just been like 500 times and haven't traded.
And we're now in Hawaii.
Yay! Registered.
Winning. Although now I need the candy to evolve it, which okay.
You better give you a second one because it might be a special, and you can put one in a
put
gym.
in a gym.
And yeah.
Oh,
and
she's
then,
smart.
And then you'll like feed it 5,000 times and get one candy for it.
So yeah, massive thank you to Zoe for the Skiddo. Massive oopsie on my part for the not recording bit. It does feel like I probably should have gotten that much earlier, seeing as Zoe and I live in the same city, but you know, we got to it in the end. At least it's in Honolulu. It was for content. Let's say that. But one of the reasons why this challenge is so handy to be in Hawaii for is because I'm missing 2 Pokemon that I need to catch in the wild. Number 1 is going to be, whoops, not there, Wiglet. Which they're only spawn at beaches. There are a ton of beaches around. To be honest, it's another one like Skiddo I probably could have got in Newcastle because there are so many beaches. I've seen it on the nearby before, I just never actually gone out to pick one up. And the other one is not available in Newcastle, it's Comfey, which, you know, is the only regional Pokemon I was missing, not counting Skiddo because, like, you know, technically not a regional, it was just exclusive to an event and then a few more events coming up, I think. But, you know, only regional I'm missing. We happen to be in the only place on planet Earth that spawns these things, so feels like it's worked out pretty coincidentally well. And so I think next step is going to be, let's try and find a Wiglet and a Comfey. And Pokemon number 1, found a success. We have the Wiglet in sight. I have walked a little bit away from where I actually picked it up. Because like this whole thing is so new to me, finding like a spot that you can film that doesn't have like a ton of people behind, sort of difficult when you're in like, well, this is actually just at a resort, so there are a ton of people around, but at the very least, you know, I've come all this way to just find, again, the Pokemon that I could have found back home. 1, 2, 3, happy days. Oh, I need to evolve this as well. Oh, so I'm gonna need to get either way more rare candy or get some more Wiglets. Oh, I should have Pineapped as well. I should have, or at least should have Silver Pineapped. Okay, I've made a few oopsies because now, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of rare candy. Maybe we do that before we get Comfey. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we found our Comfey, the last regional that we need to complete our Pokédex. Well, I guess if you don't count Go-Goat, because we, you know, obviously still need to get the rare candy to evolve that. Speaking of, we have, I think I got like 2 rare candy. We did 1 Togetic raid, so you know, progress. Although I also forgot to swap my buddy to Suin Quillfish, so you know, that was a bit of a mistake. But registered to the Pokédex, so we officially have that one in the bag, the Hawaiian Regional for the Hawaiian Pokemon GO World Championships. So pretty sweet. And actually also update on the walking distance. We've walked quite a bit. So Pormo, I should say, is already up to 19.2 kilometers. So like literally less than 6 Ks to go before we get to evolve this one, which it's still only Tuesday and Worlds like doesn't start until Friday. I was really expecting to have to be swapping between Hisuian Quillfish and Pormo. So this feels like a pretty big win. So progressing better. Oh, that's the other thing we have to do. I'm gonna do my coin bag on the way back towards the hotel. And then we'll see how many coins we can rack up and find out if this is actually a possible challenge or not. We'll find out pretty soon. I was about to start my coin bag, but Debbie instead got a first Galarian bird? Is that?
Galarian bird, yay. I haven't got one before. It's kind of just hanging there. Oh no, oh no. Hello.
Amanda's did the same thing, right?
Great game, guys. What do I do now? Steve, what do I do?
I don't know.
At Niantic help. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good. It's fine. It was always fine. We weren't worried.
No.
No. Before I started recording, Debbie was like, "Oh, it doesn't despawn, does it?" And I was like, I don't think so. Anyway, I was going to start my coin bag. So, you know, shout out Debbie Pebble for having the Nintendo Switch. Where is the coin bag? Bing. Now, you told me this lasts for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a 15-minute walk back to the hotel, which means essentially I'm going to drop Debbie off and keep walking because you get more Gimmighoul. Oh wait, I need to check where we're starting at. Oh, 571.
Okay.
Okay, that's our starting point.
Okay.
And yeah,
Alright.
let's start catching Gimmighouls and let's go. You also sort of want to try for like great throws, excellent throws, because Trainer Tips made that video where it was like, okay, I missed the first thingy because we were moving to the other side of the path, but I got 2 coins on catch number 1 with no great throw, no excellent throw. So I feel like we have a bit of a grind to go. Let's try and get an excellent on the next one. Attempt number 2 with the one-handed. Oh no, that was okay. No, it's all good. That was a practice run. Bing, excellent throw, bingo. Easy done. So as long as we, catch this sucker, we should have like guaranteed more coins. Because yeah, Trainer Tips did his video. Oh, nothing shows up. No coins. Excellent throw. Okay, either Nick's video was like wrong, or they've changed it so that great throws and excellent throws don't actually give guaranteed coins anymore. Well, screw the excellent throws then. This is now my 7th Gimmighoul. I got an excellent throw and still no coins. Oh no, 1 coin. Okay, so I got 2 coins on number 1. I got 1 coin on number 7. This is not going well. Okay, so final count was 26 Gimmighoul. We only missed 1, so there were 27 spawned over 30 minutes. And yeah, we got 7 coins. So not exactly the most impressive coin bag haul. Again, maybe like it was to do with the excellent throws and great throws, like maybe, it increases the chance, I don't know, but it feels pretty pathetic to have only got 7. So it seems like, at this rate, 7 coins, I still have like over 400 to go. So I still need a lot of coin bags just to do that. So I'm gonna have to rely on either I guess me getting golden lore plus Debbie getting a golden lore. Maybe other people will happen to be sitting on golden lores and they can run it at Worlds. I don't know, but I definitely feel like this Goldengo getting to 999 coins is gonna be the trickiest one. But we'll do another coin bag tomorrow. We'll do the experiment, see if great throws, ultra throws are actually beneficial. Maybe I should go back and watch that Trainer Tips video again. Maybe he said the entire time it just increased the chance, but I'm pretty sure he got a 100% success rate. Either way, there's still a lot more Pokemon to fill this Pokédex, so we'll be back tomorrow. Brief detour from finishing our Pokédex for the Pokemon Center, but maybe we get some kilometers in. So I said that this is going to be a bit of a break from the challenge for the Pokédex, and this is more going to be in the other vlog, the Pokemon Center, but then I ran into this guy right here who's just reminding me that I have so many more coins to get. I'll get back on it, Goldengo, I swear. We found some random guy off the street. I'm not quite sure who this is. Like, who are you, dude?
I don't even know. It's Axon, the 2023 Pokemon GO World Champion.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize it was in the presence of the GOAT. But how are we feeling for the World Championships today? Well, this weekend, I guess.
I'm remarkably calm, a lot more calm than I was the last 2 years here. But I'm ready to win it, so hopefully I can become the 2-time. We'll see.
Look, it's never been done before. This could be the first time. Look, and as much as you weren't on my draft team, I wanted you on my draft team. I really wanted you, but I've got faith in you.
He's rooting for Weedle to be the first 2-time world champ, so.
It's between the two of you, right? Dancing Rob's going to be behind the scenes this year, so.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good guest too, Weedle. I could see him winning, so we'll see. It'll be me and him grand finals.
Exactly right. Look, I'm looking forward to it. But I've brought you on I'm doing 2 vlogs this weekend. One of them is about my Pokédex, and one of them is about Worlds. And you've managed to hand in the Pokédex vlog. I'm not quite sure how, but it is for one good reason. That is because the other Pokemon I don't have is an Amoris.
Okay, well I got plenty of those. Look, I don't know why.
It was elite raids, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, which, I guess
Valentine's
I just
Day
didn't
too, so
Yeah.
It'll be special for you.
Look, that was definitely the reason why I didn't have any.
You had plans.
I had plans for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, now I didn't do this well with Zoe. Well, actually, I forgot to record, but we're gonna be both on this side of the screen because hiya! Wow, the phone appeared. That's crazy.
Dude, that's awesome.
How'd that even happen? Okay, so you wanted an Origin Dialga with that World Champ difference. Bada bing, bada boom.
And you wanted this Amoris named Steve.
Oh, that's that was my request.
It had to be named Steve. He told me. So.
Yeah, that was actually the first message I sent. I was like, Axon, one question, are you able to name a Pokemon Steve? And then question 2, can it be an Amoris?
Yeah, it was a weird request, but we'll take it.
Look, I appreciate it all the same. Thank you very much. We're making some progress. And oh my gosh, the hundo! Oh,
very attack weighted.
That's good, right? There's a break point.
Yes.
Yeah,
there is. That's what you want. That was the perfect script.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, World Champ Axon. Good luck this weekend. Looking forward to your battle. And actually, this vlog isn't coming out till after. What's your secret sauce for the weekend?
Should I say it? Okay. It's going to be the team that I ran on PvP Steve's.
Oh!
Yeah, his World Champ Brawl. I'm going to be using that, but with a Quagsire instead. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's succeeded once before.
That's exact. I'm comfortable with it. I think it's going to work out. And if it doesn't, I guess you guys will know by then. But
True.
I don't know yet, so...
Yeah, I mean, even against ME Weedle, right?
Yes, I did beat Weedle. I beat Junebug with it. I beat Dancing Rob as well. So
right.
if I can beat a judge.
I believe in you. Well, good luck this weekend. Looking forward to it.
Thanks,
Axon. Okay, we're back from our trade with Axon. I realized that I've probably kept changing shirts constantly. I swear that this is actually chronological. I just keep sweating through my shirts and, you know, changing as we go. Although I feel like this shirt was maybe in some earlier clips. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're back and somehow through today's just, you know, shenanigans, activities, keep running into people, I've actually managed to also walk the 7 kilometers for my Sneasler. So we can actually... Oh man, only evolves in daytime. Okay, well, I guess we will wait to do that one tomorrow. But a bit of a progress update. So basically I have 24 Pokemon still to go, which to be honest is most of them, but that's mostly because mostly through this vlog, I've really been focusing on the harder ones. I haven't really done this sit down, just do some evolves and sort of bulk go through. And so I feel like the number could be much lower than it actually is. I think there's still a few challenges left to go. So number one, of course, is the Goldengo. I haven't yet done my coin bag for today, so I'll do that sort of either to dinner or away from dinner. And again, I'm going to try and go for the great throws, excellent throws. We then have all of the rare candy that we're going to have to grind up. I think now that I've finished all of the walking buddy Pokemon, I'll actually just start walking, I guess, La Vesta, just because, actually, I should probably check what the walking distances are for all of them to actually find out which one is the most quickest, because really, we just want to minimize the amount of rare candy that we're going to need. And then other than that, yeah, there's a few, actually, there's one, I think there's 2 buddy effects left. So number one is, of course, what we talked about before, Overquill, where we're going to need 10 raids. But the other 2, and you know, here's all the other ones that I have to evolve, Sharkadet, or Sharkaday, I'm not sure which it actually is. But we have to defeat 30 Psychic-type Pokemon and 30 Ghost-type Pokemon to get each of the 2 evolutions, which, you know, I don't have either of them. Varoom is another one that I'm missing 3 candy, and so, maybe I can hatch one, and then I don't need to use 3 rare candy. So I'm going to be trying to incubate some 12-kilometer eggs as we go through. Frigibacks, we need a little bit of candy to evolve as well. I'll also eventually want a bit of candy. Actually, this is one that originally you would need 20 Dragon-type Pokemon. But when I was in South Africa, it was Gumi Community Day, and someone there reminded us, oh, you should set your Poipole as your buddy. So I've actually done that in advance. So one that was actually going to be quite a struggle, I think, to actually complete here at Worlds, I've sort of pre-done the hard bit, so I can sort of just hit the evolve button and happy days. From here, we might just do a bit of an evolve montage to get through these last couple of evolves, and then I'll head to dinner, come back to a coin bag, and then we'll do another update as to whether we got more than 7 coins and how many we actually have left to go after we do all our evolves. So, see you on the other side. I was going to check in about the coin bag, but as I turned on the game, I found out that there's literally a golden lure here, and I just got 10 coins off of that golden lure. So last night I did another coin bag. I tried to do great throws and excellent throws. I didn't do, well actually I did quite a few excellent throws, but less than 50% of them gave me coins. Maybe there's a slightly higher chance, but with the full 30-minute, again, you know, walking all the way, catching a gazillion Gimmighouls, I ended up with 11 extra coins. So, you know, we're still quite a bit behind, and with that literally one spin of this random golden lure, I almost caught up to that exact amount from a coin bag. So we're really going to be relying on maybe these random golden lures coming out. But other updates, I've also got Skidoo. We're walking it. It's only 3 kilometers per candy. I've given it a poffin, so we can hopefully grind up a little bit of Skidoo candy as we go. You know, again, try and reduce that rare candy count. And also, clip from yesterday's coin bag, in the middle of it, a Frigibax actually popped up, so we silver pine up to that. You know, was able to get 7 candy, and again, that sort of saves us away from, you know, 7 rare candy. Other than that, I think, you know, tonight Debbie and I are going to have to do some battles with Sharkadet, because we have to battle, you know, 30 psychic types and 30 ghost types, so I will have to evolve numero well, wherever they go, number 1 and number 2. And then hopefully we can get some more Wiglets as well, because we should be able to find a lot of those, so we can just, again, save on that rare candy, because that is going to be, oh, that's the other thing we can do. We can evolve our Hisui and Sneasel, because it's actually the day now. So we can evolve that guy, drop that counter down by another 1. And from here on out, it's really just going to be a candy grind. Let's see if we can maybe get some spots in gyms so we can feed some Pokemon up as well. But otherwise, you know, we'll do our best. I mean, I was going to cut the clip there, but we may as well let the Pokédex thing play out, right? Okay, now bye. 1 Pouncin later, and we've ended up with 6 Skiddo candies. So again, 6 fewer rare candy that we're going to need later. After this clip, or maybe I'll just pop it on the screen, I need this many rare candy as of now, or just, you know, walking. I need this many candy that I don't have. I haven't done the maths yet, so I don't know how scared I should be. But anyway, we'll see. We'll keep working for that one in the background, but we have another challenge that we sort of have to do, and that is not with Skiddo, but we're going to have to change our buddy over, and I can do this now that the Pouncin is done, to Sharkadet. Sharkaday. Do you know what it's actually called?
Campaign.
We have no idea, so I'm gonna keep calling it Sharkadet, and you can tell me in the YouTube comments if that is wrong, because that is called YouTube engagement, baby! Game plan is we have to do 30 Psychic type Pokemon defeat in battle, and then 30 Ghost type Pokemon in battle, and so we need to do this twice, which means we need to defeat 60 Pokemon, and who has 60 Pokemon that I could defeat?
I guess it's me.
It's Debbie. It's Debbie Pebble. So yeah, I guess cut montage. Let's get 2 more Pokemon done. Watched that montage and thought that I was going to evolve them straight away, you are wrong, because we left the hotel room straight away. We went off to there was a drone show yesterday, which was pretty sick. But yeah, we went to dinner and such. So I actually still haven't clicked the evolve buttons, but thanks again to Debbie for actually doing all of those battles with me. Now we can do both of the evolves here. Originally I was like, oh, I kind of want these guys for Great League, but clearly they are a little bit too high anyway, so it didn't actually matter. They are not good IVs, so like, these aren't the ones I would choose to evolve. I mean, they're the only 2 I have. But, you know, for the dex, we have Sorulege. I didn't know which one's which. I mean, I think I knew that Armaluge is the red one. But anyway, we can get these 2 in. But we can now sort of shift gears a little bit. Because, you know, we've been walking out. Whoops, we don't need to do that. Oh, no, we do need to do that. Oh, right. This is one of the ones that we need candy for. Okay, so... okay, well, we've evolved one of them at the very least. We need some more candy to get all of the other ones. But instead of sort of keeping on walking Skiddo for the candy, which we should probably do, we're going to get a couple of buddy hearts on this Lucky Floette from Zoe. So we need to get 20 hearts to evolve it. Now, we could, like, you know, walk it and whatever to get those hearts, but I feel like the easiest thing is to just, you know, do the sort of simple, you know, play with photo, or we'll just Golden Raz to make this quicker. Maybe I'll Pouncin it tomorrow or something like that, but I'm not going to take this one too seriously, so I think I'm just going to swap back to the big challenge of the day for this is, I think, going to be doing the 10 raids for Hisui and Quillfish. I think that is going to be the main order of the day. Maybe I walk Skiddo to the event and then I put Hisui and Quillfish on, but then I need to remember, so let's just assume I'm not going to remember. Okay, so I'm having some GPS issues to actually get into the game, which means that I have not been able to spin any of those golden lures, which is unfortunate. So maybe it fixes through the day? Okay, so update, we are up to 7 raids out of 10, 3 to go. It's been pretty hard because I don't actually, I still can't get location in the actual venue. So I've had to sort of venture out a little bit, quickly do some raids and then go back into the venue. So I think we might just hope to finish the other 3 raids a little bit later. Maybe let's change our buddy back to Skiddo so we can keep getting some candy. I think that's the play. Day 2 of Worlds. I didn't get a lot of Pokédex recording done yesterday, but what did happen is we finished our 10 raids for Overquill. So, you know, we got there in the end. I pretty much, I was getting no signal in the venue, so I pretty much had to leave the venue to do the raids, but we got there in the end, so we can finally evolve our Overquill with the 10 raids, which is definitely nice. But I did the math this morning about how many candies I was missing, and I'm still missing 399 candy, but I then have 200 and maybe about 230 rare candy, so I'm missing somewhere in the ballpark of, I think it will map out to be about 145 candy that I'm currently missing. So like, you know, I'm still walking Skiddo. We've got 12 candy now, so we're slowly getting there. I also hatched a new Sharkaday, so I got like a nice little bump there, but I'm gonna have to keep hatching eggs to try and get some more Sharkaday candy. I haven't actually caught another Wiglet, so maybe I should spend a bit more time at the beach to try and get a bit more there. And coin bag update, we're at 643, so I'm a little pessimistic, but you know, I feel like there's some chances that maybe at the social event tonight, there'll be some golden lure action. Maybe I can sort of coax a few people out to use their golden lures, and then maybe we can get enough coins there. So I'm gonna say the dream isn't dead yet, but you know, we still have a bit to do. Plus I need to remember to do these buddy hearts because like I could have been doing battles yesterday to another few. I might have to end up just burning a Poffin to use it, but you know, we'll see how we go. Wish me luck. Good morning. It is now Championship Sunday, which means that I don't actually have very long left to finish this Pokédex. So obviously the Floette, we just have to do some buddy heartage, which we just haven't done yet. And then everything else is still the classic candy and coin and grind. I'm still holding on to my golden lure from the other day. Debbie just got her golden lure as well. So, you know, we're hopefully going to be able to line those up. I was really, really hopeful that maybe somehow the GPS issues in the venue would just suddenly, you know, dissipate so that we could try and get a lot of golden lures going at once. Maybe if other people are just holding on to theirs. Still not the case. So at the moment we're at 643 coins, which is still 356 coins away from a gold Gengo, which is going to be a little bit of a struggle. I have been grinding, you know, doing a lot of raids. So I do have a little bit of rare candy now. I think at the moment we're up to, we've got 280 rare candy. We've also, you know, still been walking the Skiddo. We've been using Poffins. I haven't run into any of the other, I haven't hatched anything since the last few hatches, but we're back at the beach because I'm hoping to maybe get a few more Wiglets. Every Wiglet we catch with a silver pineapple is 7 candies. That is 7 fewer rare candy that I'm going to need to finish this dex. I'm sort of like, I don't want to start using the rare candy just in case that's the Pokemon that I get a lot of. I mean, like something like Larvesta, I'm going to use some amount of rare candy because, like, you know, I'm not going to get this many from just egg hatches alone. I've pretty much, like, what this challenge has been, it's been a premium item burner. I've burned through almost all of my incubators, just constantly incubating everything. I've burned through almost all of my raid passes, which is the first time that's happened since when I first bought these boxes back in Christmas 2019, which is kind of insane. I mean, this packed onto the Necrozmas. I did a lot of Necrozmas as well, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but hopefully we can find some Wiglets today. And then, of course, we get to see the grand finals between Inadequance and Yakai as well, which is going to be really cool to watch. So stay tuned. It is now 1:30 p.m. on Championship Sunday, and there are updates. Number one, I'm wearing a new shirt thanks to TPCI for the, you know, Pokemon Unite Worlds jersey. Looks pretty sick. Number two, we have a new world champion for Pokemon Go. It is Yakai 0904 coming in from the APAC region. Finally, some APAC represent. Really tight set with Inadequance. Really made some really nice calls, but congratulations again. Number three, some of you potentially already ran to the comments, but with the Wiglet, I only found the one, which is unfortunate, but I found one. But Debbie did remind me that I can Mega Evolve a Pokemon to get an extra candy, so I actually picked up 8 candy from that one Wiglet find, including the silver pineapple berry. So, you know, we're still quite a way away with the Wiglet, but we also hatched a Frigibax. So we're actually at 119 Frigibax candy now, which is pretty decent. We're only 6 away from having the sort of full 125 required. I'll actually just hit the evolve button now to sort of get, you know, that one step of the way. You know, knock off one more evolution off the counter because I feel like it's been a little bit since we've actually done that. But I think what we can sort of also start to do is, I guess, start to get our buddy hearts up on our Floette, because again, I feel like it's something that I've been neglecting, and it's now, like, I fly out tomorrow and I've only got 3 hearts on it still. So I think I'm going to have to burn another Poffin, get a few more hearts going. So we'll give it a Poffin, then we'll do the play, we'll, you know, what's the other thing? Take a snapshot, and then hopefully we should be pretty far along, I guess. Because we also get the full 6 hearts from using a Poffin, I'm pretty sure, because it doubles the amount of hearts. So this is what, 6, 8, 10 just straight off the bat without having to do anything. So to be honest, like, worst case, I can just do this again tomorrow morning and we should have the full 20, and we can just hit the evolve button. Let's just fact check that. Yeah, we're at 11 hearts. So looking pretty good. Actually, I can do battles as well to get it up to 17. And that is the other update, is that I've gotten so desperate for rare candies that there was actually a Go Battle Weekend timed research to do 10 battles to get some rare candy, 3 rare candy. I intended to jump in, as you'll, you know, see here. I tried to do battles properly, but I was getting so much stutter lag. I was doing it like in the shopping mall. connection was awful. I was losing every second move, so I was just like, okay, we'll just 10 CP, just drop down, get through our 10 battles so we can claim that 3 rare candy, because that is all important. It would be nice to sort of pick up some rare candy from that, second Go Battle League reward, but maybe later with a better internet connection, I'm not too sure. But as is, it now puts us in a spot where we're not in like a terrible position. We still have a bit of grinding to do. I've still been doing these, as many raids as possible. I'm getting really low on raid passes, and I'm not intending to spend any money as a part of this challenge outside of, coming to Hawaii. But I have thought of one other tactic to get a bit of candy. And that is by having people trade me the Pokemon that I still need candy for. So for example, they can trade me a Larvesta, I can then transfer the Larvesta, that is 1 candy. So that's like maybe a last ditch effort, like that we can try and shore up our candy reserves a little bit. But I think with that, we just have to try and do it, right? Hello, me again. Once again, because this guy did something silly. So the next clip that was supposed to play, he clicked the stop button instead of the start button on the recording. So I'm here. The gist of it was essentially just that the realization, I guess, that not only could I get a Pokemon from someone else and transfer it for 1 candy, but I could trade a Pokemon to them, distance trade, and actually get 4 candy. And then, if they traded me something else of value, then I could transfer that, and it essentially made it so it was 5 candy per trade. So I did sort of the maximum number of possible trades with Debbie Pebble, in the sense of like all of the spare Pokemon she had of the candy I needed, and all of the spare Pokemon I had of the candy I needed. And so I was able to generate maybe in the ballpark of like, I don't know, 60 candy out of nowhere, which is pretty solid. I got down to the point where I actually only needed 8 more rare candy in the clip that was supposed to play here. So pretty much it was the end of the day. I think we were waiting for the closing ceremony to start. And actually, while I was in the sort of audience waiting for that closing ceremony of the World Championships, I was sitting next to Avrip from Perth. And so, these Perth guys really just doing a lot of trades with me. But I did some more trades with Adam, got that last 8 Pokemon I needed to transfer. And so at the end, had no more candy. Candy was completely done, which means that I just needed to evolve everything up, do the hearts for Floette, and then it's just about that coin bag and whether I can get to 999 coins. So anyway, roll the thingies. The Pokemon Go World Championships are all over, and I leave for the airport in 10 minutes. So luckily we did a few extra trades with Adam. Definitely some, very, very fair, very even trades for even value Pokemon. And we finally got to just transfer another 8 Pokemon so we got that final candy. We have hang on. Whoa. I saw the sort of 130 number. I was like, hey, that's enough there. But there we go. If I make one misclick on this rare candy, that could be a bit of a disaster, and we don't need that anyway. So we finally have enough candy to evolve all of our Pokemon. We still actually need to do our buddy hearts for Floette, which I realized I didn't do before hitting the record button, but that's all right. We finally get our Volcarona, which is always going to be one of the tougher Pokemon to actually get in this challenge. But as we sort of reach the tail end, I also picked up a lucky Larvesta actually from Debbie. So oh no, 1 candy. Did I misclick? Where did that come from? I don't know where it came from. I'm gonna hope that I did not completely goof this one. I've just been told that it refunds you 1 when you evolve. I don't know how I've never known this. I guess because I've never been that candy strapped. But I guess we're gonna see once this Go-Goat, hits the thingo, it's gonna go back to 1 candy. Okay, it does. I don't really know why that is the case, but we'll take the win, I suppose. But I will say, as we there's still 2 things left to do. We still have to do our buddy hearts, which is essentially a guarantee, and then we have our Goldengo. So I think we're currently at about 669 coins, which means we still need like 330 actually on the dot. And we didn't get to use our golden lures last night because every Pokestop here is literally lured up. Like constantly, there is no room to actually get any sort of golden lure put anywhere because they're all so snap, snap, snap instant, which means that we're going to go to the airport. I've got a golden lure, Debbie's got a golden lure, and RicFlareon also has a golden lure. So we can at least get 3, keep on spinning them, and then we can see what we do. I don't know, I didn't really realize Wogtrio was red, but okay. up goes Vroom as well. I didn't actually do any 12-kilometer eggs while we were here. I think I'm down to like 6 incubators, 5 raid passes. It was definitely a bit of a struggle. And of course, you know, 0 rare candy. So my item bag is actually going to be feeling pretty good. But we get our Revavroom, which is one of the most interesting Pokemon potentially that is sort of around. Arctobac's one that I think Debbie had a lot more of these that she could have traded me, but we hit the candy we needed, so we got there in the end, and we finally do also get our Baxcalibur, which means this Pokédex counter is getting really, really slim. So only 2 more Pokemon, and we have officially completed our Pokédex in Hawaii. Let's see if we can get it done at the airport. Coins, Gimmighoul, please. And with that final airport trade, I've officially completed my Pokemon Go Pokédex for now. 854 Pokemon caught, 854 Pokemon seen. So a massive thank you to everyone who helped make this happen. Of course, Debbie Pebble, but also Zoe Two Dots, Its Accent, RicFlareon, and Avrip for helping me get all of the way there. I had an absolute ton of fun, you know, completing this challenge. So if anyone has ideas for other ones, feel free to drop them in the comments below. But yeah, this was just an absolute blast. Really enjoyed the entire process. Of course, thank you to Pokémon Company International as well for giving me free access to the World Championships. The main World Championship vlog will be coming out probably sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, this is a ton of fun, so hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say, so thank you again. Maybe by the time World Championships comes around next year, there'll be even more Pokemon to catch and whatnot. But hey, we got there in the end. Even, look, we still have a lot of coins. Unfortunately, we just don't have 999 coins. So thanks, Debbie, for the bailout as well. But other than that, I guess I will just see you in next week's vlog. So see you there. Bye.